Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the two shots to Governor Connally. Now, when people talk about the JFK assassination, mostly they talk about Oswald and JFK and the fatal headshot to JFK. Even when they do the research, they're basically just going by this. However, there's a lot more to the JFK assassination, like I pointed out over the years. Excuse me. Just like Governor Connally. Okay, JFK was shot and killed, but Governor Connally was also shot as well. But people don't want to talk about this too much, just like people didn't want to talk about the curb that was struck where James Tague was standing. Okay, when I look over these records and I look over these files and stuff, just like when I looked at the files over Oswald was being charged with 2 murders, J.D. Tippit, the officer, and JFK. But what about the shots to Governor Connally? You know, to me, when someone's caught in a line of fire, that's also called, attempted murder. But no charges about Governor Connally is even mentioned. Same as for James Tague. There's no charges or not mentioned about him. Okay, but he got hit by a piece of concrete where a bullet struck the curb. Okay, that's a bullet going his way. Governor Connally was shot twice, but they claimed it was once, but it was by accident. But still, that's attempted murder as well, but no charges or anything's made about it or talked about it. But in this video here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that Governor Connally was not shot once, but he was actually shot twice. Now, by this evidence, shows me and tells me that not only JFK was supposed to have been killed that day, but Governor Connally was too. And I'll show you the reason why. Let me show you. Let's pull up this image here. Okay, now in this image here, as you see, I put all the photographic evidence in there for shots 2, 3, 8, and 13. This came from the gunman on the second floor of the county records building. Okay, his first, which is number 2 shot, but his first shot was to JFK. His second shot was to Governor Connally. Now, when we look at these images and view these, okay, which is this one, let's see, right here. This is frame 244 of the Zapruder film. Okay, this is when Governor Connally was first shot. Now, remember, this is shot number 3 that was taken that day. Now, the gunman on the second floor of the county records building already took 1 shot to JFK. His second shot strikes Governor Connally in the right as he was looking to his right. So he took a shot at Governor Connally. Not only he shot JFK, but he shot Governor Connally. Excuse me. Then we're going to look at Governor Connally's seat. When it's in the black and white image, we're not going to see that much. We're not going to see the blood. We're not going to see nothing else. But actually, when you colorize this image, we're going to bring out more details. That's what I said. When I colorize the image, I bring out more details. And that's what I want, because details tells me a lot. In Governor Connally's seat, as you see here where my cursor is, there is a bullet hole. The bullet struck in the back of the seat and went through the seat and struck Governor Connally in the side. And he struck him in the right side, which I'm going to show you here. Okay, let's look at this frame here. This is frame 337 of the Zapruder film. This is Governor Connally laying down on his side. And on his side, we see a bullet hole in Governor Connally's side. And we see there's blood. Okay, this is seen in the Zapruder film. So, in frame 244 of the Zapruder film, Governor Connally was shot. And Governor Connally was shot by a gunman on the second floor of the county records building. And we see the blood in a bullet hole mark. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to show you the second time Governor Connally got shot. This happened in frame 330, right here, as I showed you in my other footages and in my other films, my videos, excuse me, I should say. In Governor Connally's back, as you see here, as you watch my cursor, we can see the impact of the bullet striking Governor Connally in the back. Now remember, as I point out in my other videos, Governor Connally was looking out to the right. Okay, he's looking out to the right here. It was not until after JFK's fatal headshot, which started at frame 315, is when Governor Connally starts turning to his left. And then as soon as he turns all the way to his left, that's when he felt the blow in his back. I point this out. And I'll show you in the film itself that Governor Connally was looking out to his right most of the footage. It was not till frame 315 in the Zapruder film. Now remember, frame 315. JFK fatal headshot was frame 313. And as Governor Connally started turning from that shot, after that shot was taken, that's when he felt the blow on his back. That's when he was shot. And we can see this even to the Zapruder film, because the Zapruder film backs everything that Governor Connally said. He was looking out to his right, and then he was turning to his left. He heard 2 shots, and then boom, that's how it went. This film shows us the same thing that he said, backs it up. Okay, now we also could tell this by the Orville Nix film. The Orville Nix film, we see a gunman right here on the side of shelter number 3, right behind Mr. Zapruder. We see him firing his rifle. By following the smoke trail, we can see it's aimed right at Governor Connally. This is frame 40 of this the Orville Nix film. Actually, it's not actually frame 40. It's actually frame 200 something, but they're only using the part that shows the assassination. Okay, so that's why they, like I point out in the Zapruder film, they started the frame at 001 of him starting on filming on Elm Street and then carrying on from there, but actually it's actually not 001. But anyway, we're going to say frame 40 here, because that's how they got it marked, as just on the part of the little section of them on Elm Street from the Orville Nix film. But we can see the shot being fired in the Orville Nix film. We can also see the shot taken in the Bronson film as well. Okay, here's a close-up of that gunman. Okay, we can see the rifle fire, smoke trail. We can see the top of the gunman's head. We can see his hair. We can see the hairline. And we can see the flesh tones of his skin. And we can see partial of his eye right here, because his head's cocked like this. So he was actually firing from his left like this. Okay, so he's firing from his left. This is what's seen in the Orville Nix film. Now, what a lot of people don't know is, as you see here, here's Mr. Darnell coming out of the back car right behind Lyndon B. Johnson. As soon as he jumps out of the car, he starts filming. Okay, he was using, it wasn't this type of camera. It was somewhat like this type of camera. It wasn't this camera, to be exact. It was something like this. The camera he's holding in his hand right here, as you see here, he has a camera holding on. Mr. Darnell's jumping out of the car. And as he's jumping out of the car, he starts filming. And this is what he filmed. This is one of the frames from the beginning of his footage. Then there's a break, and then he starts filming again after the assassination. But this was first part of the Darnell film, was actually being filmed at the time of the assassination. He gets an image of the side view of the shelter, and in the side view we can still see the one gunman still aiming his rifle from his left side. Okay, this is what I said, when you're taking these evidence, you're looking at different views of stuff, you put this piece all together, you put it in time frames of when this was shot and when that was shot, you can get more information from it, and you can actually get more into the story. Now, as I also pointed out in the Mormon photo, we can see here, she also shows 2 gunmen. This gunman just fired his shot to JFK. JFK's head exploded. He looks up through the top window, and this gunman starts coming around at the same time. Then she snaps her image, because he's getting ready to come around and take a shot to Governor Connally. Now, as I pointed out, which I'm going to pull this image up and this image up. Both of these images at the same time. Let me see where the other one's at. Right here. Whoop. Let's see. This one right here. As you see here, okay, now we have 2 gunmen in 2 different locations firing at Governor Connally. Now, they can't talk to each other. They're not on walkie-talkies or nothing, okay, because one, if they was on walkie-talkies, he could have communicated, said, hey, I shot Governor Connally. Okay, so he's done. But as you see in the film, JFK and Governor Connally was both still sitting upright, so that's probably the reason why they didn't think he was shot. Now, this second gunman did not fire a shot at JFK, because he already knew this gunman here already took his shot at JFK, and he already knew he struck JFK. Same as this guy here. He knew he shot JFK in the back of the head. So he takes a second shot to Governor Connally. Then we have 2 more gunmen in a different location. One gunman fires at JFK. He knows he shot JFK in the head. So why is this other gunman coming around? Because he wants to shoot Governor Connally. Governor Connally was supposed to be killed the same as JFK. People don't understand this, and people don't look at this. We have 2 different gunmen in 2 different locations, and both gunmen firing shots at Governor Connally, and both gunmen making contact with Governor Connally. even in these evidence files here, okay, before the shooting started, Governor Connally had been facing towards the crowd on the right, okay, which I'm going in details. Like I said, it wasn't until he turned left, when he started turning left is when he got shot in the back, but that was after JFK's fatal headshot. Even here, it says, the force of the bullet impact appeared to spin the governor to his right, and Mrs. Connally pulled him down into her lap. Because if we see this, she didn't pull him into her lap until frame 334. That's when Governor Connally was in her lap. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. When you're piecing all this information together and you're trying to line everything up just to make sure this is right, that's right, basing on the story, we can get more detail. Governor Connally was shot in the back. That's when she was pulling him in the lap. Governor Connally got shot in the back in frame 330 of the Zapruder film. Now 334, she's pulling him in her lap. So see, like I said, when you find this evidence and you start piecing it together, okay, and you start getting more information and you start looking at it from different views and different angles, you're going to say, whoa, okay, this is what happened. Okay, that's why I push my book, Evidence of Conspiracy, because that book does have all this information in it and a lot more. Okay, but as I said, okay, we have one gunman here. He turns around and shoots Governor Connally, which happens in this section, this location here. But we also have that second gunman, another gunman on the second floor of the county records building, shot Governor Connally in his right side while he's over here in this location where my cursor is. Like I said, when they talk about the JFK assassination, they mostly talk about JFK, and that's it, or Oswald. They don't point out the facts about Governor Connally being shot. They do point out somewhat, but the conversation never lasts that long when it comes to Governor Connally. It always lasts longer when it comes to JFK, and when they do their research on JFK, mostly they're always looking for, and they're always talking about that fatal headshot. They're not talking about the second shot came back of JFK's head or the shot through his throat. And they're always looking at that one shot, the fatal headshot, which JFK's head exploded. They only looking at certain details. Me, I got to look at the whole thing. I got to I got to see the reactions from every different direction. I got to see it from every angle. That's the only way I'm going to get the whole story. So I want to make this video here, talk about the two shots to Governor Connally. Governor Connally was actually supposed to have been assassinated that day as well. Okay, just not JFK, but Governor Connally too, because the fact shows two different gunmen from two different locations taking shots at Governor Connally when both of these gunmen or assassins knew that JFK was already shot in the head and knew JFK's head was even exploded, and they still took shots at Governor Connally. So I just wanted to make this video here, point out some more facts in the JFK assassination case, and to show people that not only JFK was supposed to be killed, but Governor Connally was as well. And also wanted to point out facts about, why didn't Governor Oswald get charged with any shots to Governor Connally or even a curb shot. Okay, these charges should have been brought upon him too, but they didn't bring the charges upon him because of the pure simple fact of it is they know that these shots were not taken from Oswald. Okay, so I want to put this video out and let everybody know. I just got done making 2 videos before this one. So that's it for today for me. But like I said, don't forget to tell your friends about us. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'm going to be making more videos here soon. I'm just trying to make a few videos here to catch up so everybody can get more information on this case. And thank you. And don't forget to tell your friends about us. And have a nice day.